everybody, this is Zeke, and we need to talk. After thinking a lot, I've decided that I think I'm done with YouTube. This is making me sad to record, but also I just know that there isn't any other way to go. My mind is really preoccupied lately. A lot of stuff is going on, and I don't want you guys to have to wait for me to come back for another 8 months. I'm sick of doing that. I've just kind of found not much in terms of desire of wanting to make videos. It's the videos themselves that I don't want to make. The things that I do in the videos, those of course are a lot of fun. But if you guys remember my video discussing me quitting Let's Plays, the reason that I quit those videos, the reason I said in that video, was that type of video of me playing video games were something that I found to be fun, so therefore I decided I should make videos out of it. And I realized that I was putting YouTube where it didn't need to be. So I decided I was going to be done with those. But then every other video felt exactly like that. Everything that I wanted to do for a video idea, it felt like I didn't need to make it as a video, and part of me didn't even want to. Like my art videos, where I would be creating art pieces just with my Copics. It's honestly more enjoyable for me to just make that art by myself without having to record. Or my podcasts, where I'm discussing things with friends, or I'm just thinking of a topic. I'd much rather write that in a journal, or just talk to my friends. My segments of just discussing video games or movies that I like, and then explaining why I didn't like them or why I liked them. Or I could just watch the movie and play the video game. And then I could just discuss how I felt about it by myself or who I consume that content with. The further that I went on with coming up with video ideas, I just kept asking myself, why? Why was I making these videos? Why are these videos when I could do them in my own spare time? I thought we wanted to avoid that. I did. I didn't want to put a camera somewhere where it didn't belong. And so I wanted all of my YouTube videos to be things that I did that had to be YouTube videos, you know? Like, I wanted to make a YouTube video, therefore I did these things. Not the other way around, if that makes sense. But then I started to realize that all my videos were that. They were me doing things I liked and then deciding I could make a YouTube video out of them. Now, I've considered just completely revamping my channel, which I've discussed that idea before, and doing completely different content. But then I realized that I don't think it's the content. Because when I said that I was done with Let's Plays, because I wasn't happy with the quality of video that they were, or I should say their level of quality, I go back and watch my videos of me playing Minecraft back in 2019. Those were some good videos, man. Because my heart was in those. You know, I was having fun with the game, I was having fun recording, and I just didn't after a while. And at that time, I had that feeling where like it almost felt like a chore to do YouTube. And that honestly did scare me, you know, I didn't want that. So I thought that it was like my content, but then I just realized that it's just having YouTube in your life. You have to dedicate yourself to it, because you're taking your life and filming it and putting it out for the public. That's probably my last and biggest reason why I want to be done, is I think I just want to live my life. I just want to live it within my own perspective, you know, not having to put a camera in front of everything that I do that's fun. Just do the things that I find fun, and having the privacy back in my life would be nice, especially since I'm starting to do things in my life that are much more intimate for me and personal, and they take a lot of me working on my mental state for me to get there, and I don't want to put a camera in front of that. I feel like that's honestly kind of gross. And plus, when it came to like being active on YouTube, I always had this burden on me that eventually just became unnecessary, I realized, because I would always feel guilty when I didn't upload a video, or I would feel guilty when I questioned the quality of a video, you know? And when honestly there weren't even that many people watching my videos. That's not to diminish the people that are a part of my audience, but it's just, I was trying to put in the work like I was at the level of PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, those guys, just big YouTubers. And this definitely isn't me saying that like you should give up if things don't succeed right away, but it's just, get your priorities in order, you know? Pick your battles. Okay, the example I'm going to use is an idea that I've heard about called the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy goes a little like this. So a sunk cost is any expense that essentially you've already made, an investment into anything that you've already invested into, whether that be time, money, energy, things like that, you know, starting a job, moving into an apartment, even just working on an art project. The sunk cost fallacy is where you let those past expenses affect your future decisions. They shouldn't. You should be making your decisions for the future based off of what is best for you, not based off of what you've already done. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, this isn't me saying that you shouldn't commit to things, you know? This isn't me saying that if you start something that you just like shouldn't finish it at all. But what I'm saying is, if your only reason for continuing something is that you've put in all of the effort already, that's not a good enough reason to continue, and you should bail out now. And that's actually a perfect example of what I'm talking about. One of the biggest reasons that I didn't want to give up YouTube was because I did the math, it's about $2,500 into YouTube over the 7 years that I've been doing it. It's a lot of fucking money. There has to be a point where you want to keep going, especially with a creative endeavor. I tried to see if I was maybe just in a burnout, if I was in a rut, and not not that I wanted to quit YouTube, but just that like I wasn't in the state to do YouTube at the time. So I recorded a video, and recording the video was really fun. But going back to it, it was fun because of the thing that I was doing, not the video. I was doing a live review of the first ever Gorillaz album, and recording it was really fun because it was fun music to listen to and it was fun to talk about. And it's sitting on my camcorder right now, the one that I'm currently looking at right now. I didn't even have the motivation. And again, it's not a motivation thing as in like I'm in a slump. I'm sure I've got a lot of things on my plate right now, but like it's not that sort of thing. It's just like I don't want to. I didn't want to even export it onto my computer, let alone fully edit it and make a thumbnail for it and then upload it to YouTube and then continue that series later on. And I just want to live my life, man, right now. The things that I'm doing in my videos, playing games with my friends, making art, watching movies, listening to music, talking to my friends on podcasts, I just want to do those, man. Like, there are a lot of moments that are going to be coming up in my life, and it feels wrong for me to film about them and to discuss them online to the internet, even though being a YouTuber, I should, because there are big changes in my life. That's just kind of part of the gig, you know? Same with like making update videos even when you don't want to do those. And also, I'm doing a lot of stuff with my art, my creation of art, my online presence with my art, and stories that I'm making. And I really think I want to give those my 100%. I have comics that I want to write. I want to make merchandise shops. I want to make a website. I want to upload more to Instagram. Like, I want to focus mainly on art. But like art that's gonna have a payoff, you know? And that's not to say that like I don't want to make art that's just for my own personal enjoyment. It's just I could do that without a camera in front of me. I could do that without having to force commentary, without having to force entertainment value. There's just a lot of things I want to do in my life, and I think I just want to do them by myself. I hope you guys can understand that. I really am sorry, but I'd much rather leave than give you guys soulless content. That's always like what I've dreaded. And I don't want to do that anymore to you guys. So, this is me saying my goodbye. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. I've been doing this for 7 years of my life. And other than those little grace periods of either technical issues, money issues, mental health issues, I never stopped. And it was fun. It was fun when I wanted to do it. God, when I was younger, it was what I wanted to do for a living. And I didn't see myself stopping doing it. Because I had the mindset of like, just do things that you like and record them. Who knew that would be the problem today? When I think about the things that I want to achieve in my life, you know, I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to see those kids do great in life. All these things that I want to do, career things. YouTube's nowhere in that picture. I think that was always the problem. Creating these videos was never originally part of the picture. That was secondary. That was an afterthought. Because again, it's back to that odd thing of that it's almost paradoxical. The best route to make videos is to just do things that you like and then record it. But sometimes those can be the worst videos. At least that's been my experience. I'm not saying that this is goodbye forever, but I wouldn't bet on me coming back. I think, you know what? I don't even want to say that. I don't want to leave the expectation that I might come back. I think I'm just going to say goodbye, YouTube. I don't know if I want to say anything else. I don't even want to like introduce myself or like remind you guys of my name, because that leaves that taste in your mouth of I'm gonna hear that name again, and I don't think you will. So I don't want to do that to you guys. I think I'm just gonna sign off with this. I am Carter Sandvin. You guys have known me as Artman239, Artmaster, and Zeke. I've had many channels on YouTube. Channels that I did specifically with my younger brother. And although this was a major part of my life at one point, I'm afraid that I think I need to move on to bigger things. I think it's time for me to end this chapter of my life. So, all I'm going to say is goodbye, YouTube.